This is a variation of what I incorporate into my daily life. I like to make sure I focus on calisthenics as my main form of working out. It helps me with my stretching, helps me to stay limber. Calisthenics, you're also using your body weight against itself. I felt it was really important for me to know how to hold up my own body weight. I've been working a lot on building my push-ups again, making sure that I could get up off the floor without my hands. I think those are very important skills to have. You may not have as much mobility in one area versus another. So when that happens, it's really important to know how to pivot and adjust. I have had spinal surgery, so due to that reason, I had mobility issues that lasted for a little while. My eyes are a bit dry, so I'm gonna be squinting a lot. I lit some incense in my room and it irritated my eyes a bit. I have a big old pimple forming right here. You see that? It's all raised up and ish. I've just been putting some acne treatment on it. Salicylic acid, I think that's how you pronounce it. If I don't have it right, don't worry. I'm an esthetician. And sometimes we don't get everything right either. I'm a human being, so it's okay. If I didn't say it properly, I definitely will have it right there. I get breakouts every once in a blue. Every now and then I'll get breakouts here around my chin area and mostly right here. Sometimes I get breakouts on my cheeks, but mostly around like the perimeter of my face. I have oily combination skin, so that's really what comes with the territory. I do exfoliate a few times a week on average, so it does help to reduce the amount of buildup I would receive. I'm going to show you how I do my brows. I do them very quickly, and I don't do the concealer thing to make them symmetrical. I like to keep it very simple. Since I'm not doing an entire look where I have foundation and concealer and all that, I don't feel the need to just do that on my brows, but that's just the kind of aesthetic that I like to go for. I don't knock anyone else that chooses to do it. I moisturize my face already. I layer things on my face, honestly. So when I start my brow, I kind of start from the middle to the back. Your brows are meant to be sisters, not twins. So when I color it in, I'm starting darker from the back, and then I do it a little bit lighter in the front. I'm just coloring it in very lightly, because when you're coloring in your brows, the art of doing that is to darken the skin that's underneath the hair. You're not really doing much. Sometimes the product will stick to the hair, sure, but you really want the product to stick on your skin underneath. So I stopped right here. I didn't do the front part, and you'll see why. I'm gonna go over to the other side and then just show you the trick. I have what you would call angular brows. Naturally, they have a bit of sharp corners to them. I always had this natural arch to my brow. This is just what the natural shape is. And now we're gonna do the trick. I'm gonna brush the product forward into the front part of the brow, because I want it to look very natural. I'm brushing it in. Seems counterintuitive, I know, but watch. Now, when you brush it in, it looks very, very, very natural, you see. It doesn't look super dark. You still can see some of my natural skin underneath, which I don't mind, because I like it to look fairly natural and light on my skin. Only because I'm not doing a full face of makeup, so I feel it would be a little unnecessary for me to darken my brows a super bunch. And even the little bit that I did made a big difference with the way it appears. You see, this one looks a lot darker and harsher, and this one looks a lot softer. So we're gonna do the same thing to this side now. If you don't want the product to get out of your brow as much, don't brush as much as I did. It's just my suggestion to you. When I go outside to run my errands, I don't need to have a full-on face. So this is what, and now see, the front of it looks very natural, but you wanna make sure you clean that up. This is what I do. I just smooth these areas. I smooth the perimeters to make sure that my skin and the appearance of the brow shape looks a certain way. And voila. All done with my brows. Need to get some waterproof mascara real soon, because my eyes, they get itchy and watery. Fall is on the way. It's gotten a lot colder in New York. It's where I live, where I'm born and raised. I also like to do my lips, but I've been doing something fairly natural now. I love the fact that the 90s aesthetic is back. I grew up in the 90s as a kid, and I got to see my mom do all of these different looks. She always did a roller set almost every night on her hair, a dry roller set. My mom's staple was a red lip. She used to wear some gold hoops. Man, my mom was so freaking fly. I really miss her. It's been a while since I've been vlogging consistently, so I'm grateful where I'm at on my journey. There's been a lot of changes that I've made over the past couple years, and there's a lot I need to share with you, so soon come. I want to put on some earrings. I'm feeling silver today. I think I want to wear these today. Nice little cute silver hoops. I get some nice cheap little costume jewelry hoops. I do not mind wearing fake jewelry. I don't mind. So about this photo shoot idea that I have in mind, I've really been thinking a lot about chakra colors, or chakra colors, however it's pronounced. It varies from person to person, but I think it's pronounced chakra anyway. I've really been gravitating toward those colors and what they represent in me. I want to do a photo shoot that pays homage to it. I think that's going to be really nice. I'm in a phase where I'm going within. And me going within, I am just focusing on what's important and realizing what also isn't important. The things that I've been spending my energy on, I'm realizing what doesn't matter as much as I wanted it to matter. And that gives me some peace, I'm not gonna lie. When you realize that certain things no longer have to have power over you, it's a very freeing place to be. I'm hoping the hairline still stayed intact from what I glued down last night. My niece did a really great job when installing this wig, but her auntie sweats a lot. It's just something we got going on in this family. We sweat. I don't stink or anything because I keep myself clean, but I do sweat. So when you sweat, that could definitely lift the product and glue and all kinds of other stuff. So I'm trying to just see, hoping it doesn't look too crazy. All right, it looks a little ashy and white in the front, but that's not a big deal. I can add my foundation and it'll be fine. But the fact is, it's glued on, it's adhered, it's good, so I'm good. I am not really the type of person that typically does straight hairstyles, so this has just been a nice new look for me, and I'm grateful that I'm trying something new. It's time. It's just been time to freshen up my energy, try new things, have newer experiences, and just go for what I want. I used to live for other people, truly. I didn't set certain goals just for myself, for me and me only. I always thought of it designed with my family in mind. And that's a noble thing to do, don't get me wrong, but I'm realizing as I get older, it is important to make sure I have some things set up for myself. Once you start paying attention and focusing on what you want, all of the other things fade away that aren't important because it's not your focus anymore. So I am making sure I grasp the concept of being very mindful of what I focus on. It's truly important to make sure you focus on what you need to focus on, because what you give attention to grows. What you give attention to gets rewarded. It gets repeated over and over again. So if you don't pay certain behaviors and attitudes and different things any attention, it will starve. So let's feed some good things. Let's pay attention to the good things in our lives, and then who knows what'll come of it, right? But let me come right back and get that makeup so this can look a little better. I'll be back. What I want to come on camera about right now and show y'all is something that's happening in real time. So I am in the process of rebranding my business. Mix It Up BP has been a thing for a really long time. And I love my Dinker symbol, I love my turquoise, I love all that stuff, but it is time. It's time for me to have a brand new logo. I'm ready. And I paid a company, the company that I worked with years ago. Entrepreneurship, it wasn't as much of a thing when I was doing it, especially for small business owners. There weren't as many easy resources to find. So now that things have gotten a lot better with technology and just doing things a little easier, we're able to do things easier. So I paid them less than $200 to get 10 concepts with unlimited revisions. So I'm really excited. I'm about to log into my email so I can upload it into my laptop. It's suggested not to do it on your phone because then it won't download it into your mobile. And I want to get the original files of what I need so I can convert it every which way I need to when it comes to making t-shirts or any merch. So let me go into my Gmail account. I'm so excited. I get to show you in real time. And we're gonna get started on looking at them. Oh my goodness. I'm excited. I am very excited for what I could potentially have. Let's open them up in the gallery. Okay. There's potential in that one. Let me show you. Wow, look at that. Mix It Up body products. What's your recipe? Okay. So that's just the zip version of it. I don't like that one. I'm not really into stuff that has like just a woman on there. I like this because this definitely is a variation of my Dinker symbol. I like the fact that they maintain the turquoise color and the little gold. And I didn't even specify that I wanted that in there this time. Potential in that one, maybe. I like this one. I like this one because one, we have the Dinker symbol. That is a necessity for me. It means Bisaka, and Bisaka represents affluence and togetherness and prosperity. And that's what my business is all about. I like the black background. It almost reminds me of a sun, what that is. That's kind of cool. But I don't want it to be solidified to just black because that might look a little weird in other colors. Don't like the woman face in there. I don't like any of those. This one's cool because it's nice and simple. Ooh, I think this one is it. I didn't react any way to any other logo but this one. I think that one might be it. That Dinker symbol replacing the X, genius. Genius. And the text is so simple, which I really do appreciate. I like this. This is clean, it's simple, it's black and white. There are no colors in it, which I appreciate even more because during promotional things that may happen throughout the year, I would like to change up the color of the labels and the different packaging. As a tip for business owners, if you're looking to create a logo, I think it's very important to make sure that if you do have color, make sure it's something that looks good in black and white as well. Where sometimes you might print something out, black and white could be good as a promo to offset the colors that you have. So if it looks good in black and white, more than likely it may look good in color too. That doesn't mean it's a guarantee, but it may. Just a tip of mine. And the last one. It's not that I don't like the last one. I just think it has a little too much complication going on with it, almost to the point where you might misread it. Here, take a look, I'll show you. You see what I mean? Although I can read that it says mix it up, this can also be confused as a U if you're not initially looking and then you see the off little thing. So that might throw people off. One thing I do not want to cause is confusion for my customers. We don't want to confuse our customers. You looked at it with me in real time. I really love number 9. Number 9 is it. Number 9 is it. But I'm going to take a look through them again, just in case, sip my tea, eat my breakfast, and really make a decision. But number 9 looks like it's going to be it.